And there we have it. We're all clean. The floor is clean again. The bench is clean. You can see it. Things are more organized. There's a few. This is like a bag of clothes I need to donate or something. But I got some my bins over here. Cleaned up some of the models. Just featured a couple like the Voyager. It's got my pride and joy right there. Definitely want to get my skill level up. Yeah, and that really is the plan with all the little kits. You know, I have all these Cadet Series kits, is to get my skills, my skill level higher. Because I didn't want to jump into some of the harder kits, without having some, work done with some of the smaller kits. So, I mean, that's really the idea. So, I found this cool poster. Was behind behind this there, so I didn't even know it was there. It's just like fallen back there a long time ago. I have some of my memorabilia up here. Star Trek memorabilia. It's pretty cool. I love all that. I had gotten started in models because I started collecting a little bit with some Star Trek memorabilia, mostly ships and phasers. Yeah, I mean weapons, and things of that nature. I've got a tricorder there, and a communicator there, and I got some of the Art Asylum ships and that sort of thing. But that's really what got me, interested in model buildings, because I mean some of these Art Asylum ships were really cool, but they weren't as detailed as I wanted and everything, and I wanted stuff that was a bit more advanced and detailed. So started building models, and here I am. So I'm building models, and I got a collection of a few. Those happen to be out in the other room, but we're getting along, and this is my bench, and it's all cleared off. I got my paints there and organized a little bit. Got my Dremel mounted there, so that's pretty cool. This is it doesn't look it, but it's actually very sturdy. You put a lot of torque in there, it won't move. I have some overhead lights, here. There's a little boom, which is nice, and I got toolbox there, radio. When you're sitting here building, you get some tunes going on. It's pretty cool. I get some extra lighting over here. This is important because lighting is key. There's an overhead light plus these 3 lights and this light, so got a lot of light on the table. This is definitely key. All this is controlled by a switch back here. Just flick this, and that goes off, kills that completely. And this, so you can see it's pretty dark without the overall lighting. So light it up, and we're pretty bright. So I had some stuff over here. I cleared that out because I'm not sure really what to do with that area there, but I got that tank. The tank I was supposed to attach to my air compressor, but I never got around to that, mostly because I think that the tank needs another outlet, another petcock on it of sorts, and it's only got the one, so I'm not sure if I can even do that. I was going to try, but I never got around to it. It turned out that it really wasn't necessary because it runs pretty well with just the compressor, so it does alright. There's my stand, my tripod for when you see me shoot the videos. It's right from there. And in here I got assorted stuff, so some paint brushes and sanding blocks and some brass tubing and then here I got some landscape stuff, some sand and other landscape stuff. More landscape stuff. I actually had moved these. These were on the bottom. These guys were on the top here. This is from a model exhibition show. This is just some random little decals, and this is kind of the tape drawer. These are some old paints I kept because these were colors I used on my Enterprise, and I really liked them, so I wanted to know what they were in case I wanted to buy them again or order them. And this is all airbrush stuff. This is everything from the airbrush and a different airbrush there. I got a Pashi airbrush in here, which is right there. This is a pretty decent airbrush as well. It's a pretty good one. I haven't used that one much. Been using the other one. But that's what we got going on in there. So that's nice storage. I'd like to get a few more of these. I got my paints all organized up here. A few paints there. These models will be finding a different home, so that's where they're gonna go. I got my, this is another Art Asylum toy, I guess you call it, but I encased it in this acrylic case here. This is the, of course, the DeLorean from Back to the Future. I love that. That's one of my favorite things. And just some more models and stuff. Some of this other stuff needs to be put away, but yeah, we're back to square. I was working on that guitar. I had bought these basswood sheets for the guitar, and I ended up only using about that much of the wood, but I had to buy two for different sizes. They were cheap, so that worked out well. I'm still working on that project. This model was hanging up here with the Millennium Falcon and Vader's TIE Fighter back there. They were hanging on the ceiling, but this guy fell down, so I'm not sure where he's gonna go. Maybe back up, maybe not. But you know, that's Model Creations pretty much right there. That's where it happens. That's where I make my models. Model Creations is pretty much my YouTube page for my YouTube builds. You know, going on a little while now. I'm not exactly sure for how long, but it's on the YouTube page there somewhere. When I started it, YouTube was very different. So, you know, now YouTube is, you know, changed so much. I mean, I could go to a different site or whatever, but, you know, I still like YouTube. And that's where I'll post for now until, you know, it really drastically changes. Then I'm sure I'll find someplace else. But, you know, I started this with a pretty bad camera. I got a decent camera now, and you know, get some views and stuff. You know, and you know, I've enjoyed being part of the modeling, you know, community online, and I definitely consider myself a hobbyist in comparison to some of these guys out there, because some of these guys are doing some crazy stuff, and you know, I'm not even coming close to any of that. So you know, I learn a lot from the people out there that are building, and you know, it's a fun hobby. You know, I mean, when you get the time to do it, it's time consuming, and you know, certain times when you build, there's only so much you can do, and then you got to walk away and let things dry, and you know, so on and so on. So, you know, I mean, it's a fun hobby, you know, and it takes a little time, but that's why I post in such you know, throw up a video, and then, you know, you probably get another video in like another week or so. So, you know, that's pretty much how it's been, and it's been fun. You know, I haven't really hit the video views that, you know, other guys have hit. You know, like you know, some of my favorites. You know, these guys out there like Model Man Tom, and definitely number one inspiration. I started watching videos and started watching Model Man Tom, and it was, this was definitely what inspired me to start building and to make videos, and so he's definitely my hero. I mean, another one of my heroes is Trekworks. I love what he does. Steve Neal, Scale Model Addict. I liked what they were doing, back in the day, and now they're doing just all kinds of other stuff. A lot of these guys have gone from making YouTube pages to making online forums, and I know Scale Model Addict made a magazine, and I mean, that's great. I mean, there's the Paint Clinic. There's a lot of my favorites on my page and everything. Actually, found it hard to find some people after YouTube had changed. It was difficult to find some of the people that I frequented before, but it is what it is. We're still here, we're still building, we're still posting videos. So for all of you out there, and checking out the videos and posting videos, and and enjoying the whole thing, I know it's fun for me, and it's fun for a lot of people. To watch and to learn, especially to learn, and for this particular hobby, it's definitely key. And everyone is really friendly and willing to share, and so it's fun. It's a lot of fun. So on that note, I'm probably gonna sign off here and conclude this video. It's running about 12 minutes, so. We'll get back to building, and I'm gonna get back on this Enterprise D, and we'll get some more videos coming your way.